Started with the conservation of plants and animals. So we had discussed about zoo, national park, Project Tiger, our national birds and animals, why we have to protect them. So wherever this conservation of plants and animals are dealt with, mainly they are doing with the endangered species. Endangered species, that means very critically endangered are there and endangered are there. Very critically endangered means if you are not at all protected in minimum time, that means within 6 months or 3 months, that particular species of plant or animal will extinct from the face of earth. So moderate endangered species are there, least endangered, like that they are categorized. So mainly inside these national park, zoo, sanctuary, etc., we are giving importance to these animals without changing their ecosystem. And for all the animals, their ecosystem is very much important. That means if you go to zoo also, nowadays animals are not, much of the animals are not present, put inside a cage. They have made a jungle-like system inside the park, inside the zoo itself, a small area. It is not a very wide area. They have given some natural things like water, store, rocks, like that. They have created there and they have put these animals inside. So if they are inside that, so they will be very good with the ecosystem, how they were inside the forest. So their ecosystem is very much maintained. And there are many organisms are there which are already extinct from the face of earth. The extinct means these animals, their species are not at all present. So IUCN, that is International Union for Conservation of Nature, they have came up with an idea that whatever the organism is present on this face of the earth, if any organism is there in endangered, not extinct, endangered, these endangered species will be put inside a book. That means their name will be written inside a book. So this book is maintained by the UN, International Council for Nature Conservation. So each and every country has to update their data to IUCN, and this IUCN every month, every year they will update this book, and that particular book is known as Red Data Book, and they have given the color red because danger. So the inside that these organisms, like all the organisms, marine, that means those who are living in water, those who are on land, those who are living in air, arboreal, that plant species, everything they have maintained. So many organisms like giant panda and all, once it was in red data book, but at present they are not at all present inside the red data book. So these, wherever these organisms are, wherever their names are put, that particular book is known as red data book. So we have to know about the little bit of this in from this particular chapter. And there is one website page is given under this where you can log in and you can see the updated data. Next one, that is migration. Migration means that is the movement of animals from one place to another with respect to the weather condition, not climate condition, respect to weather condition. Weather is for a short period of time, climate is the change that is happening to the surrounding for a long period of time. So there are a lot of migratory birds are there, migratory animals are there within the area. And if you're taking India, there are a lot of bird species from Russia, that especially from Siberia, they are coming to India during the summer season, winter time, and mostly they have seen near to the Rajasthan area like Ranthambore National Park. There are many villages are there. So still now it is a mystery how these birds are unknowing exactly how they are predicting the climate. That means when they have to start, when they have to come back, etc. Lot of studies are going on, but we have not got those exact picture about it. So these migratory birds are also protected there, where if they are coming to the national park, there are migratory bird also. There are many migratory birds are there which are almost in the face of extinction, that is a critically endangered they are. So these animals are protected there. and these birds are also protected there. So nowadays whatever the constructions the government is planning, they are planning by seeing the nature also. They will study about is there is any plants that should be protected, is there is any animals that should be protected, or whenever they are building some bridges or something for railways or roads inside the forest, whether they will check whether any animals are migratories in that place, so that they will try to build the pillars only. They will never give a solid full covered structures, they will not give. So these type of things nowadays government is also giving importance. Next is recycling of paper. Why this recycling of paper is came to a thing? Because papers are made, paparazzi, the word paper originated from, it is an Egyptian term, paparazzi, from where the paper term is originated. So this paper is made from plants, that means especially the timber is used. So if we want to make one sheet of paper, minimum 3 plants has to be cut. So cutting of trees leads to deforestation. So many years millions of people are using papers, especially students. So whenever we are writing some notes and all, we will go to big books, big company books like Classmates and all. Actually it is not at all required. So that is why nowadays the government also is coming to a way of e-learning, learning through internet, or whenever you want to send something, type through Word and send, make PDF and send. These are the measures that is taken from the government side. Now we can see almost all the government work also they made it as online, so that they can save paper. So whenever if you see in online also, whenever some bills or some cash related things are coming, they will give the print option. But when the print option is coming, before print option they will say that if it is necessary, then only you have to take printout, otherwise don't waste the paper. So once you took one printout, one paper is waste unwantedly. If it is not an emergency, one paper is waste. So now whatever the paper is used, now a new term has come, technology has coming, that recycling of the used papers. That means the recycling process, whatever we have written on a paper, first they will do the de-inking process. After de-inking process, they will treat with some chemicals, they will convert that paper again into pulp, then again that paper will be come back to the market. But the quality, little bit of problem will be there in quality, but it will be very good for writing. Nowadays people are coming to that way. Next one, that is reforestation. Reforestation concept means planting the trees again. So now the India government has come to a conclusion that if somebody want to cut some trees, or even some private companies want to cut some trees for paper, so they have to plant it early, and they have to plant double the trees. If they are cutting 10 trees, they have to plant 20 or 30 or 40 trees, like that at some areas, then they can cut this. After that plant has reached to a minimum growth, before that no minimum growth, after that plant has grown, then they can cut these trees. So now the government is also came to that procedure. So nowadays we can see that most of the plants near to the jungle areas, it is numbered. Each and every plant is given a number. You can see it is written on a black color whole marking they have made, and they have written with a white, yellow shade they have made, and they have made with black writings. So they have made. So we are not eligible, we are not authorized to cut the trees also. So if you are cutting the trees, we have to plant the trees also. Now many of the companies have started, instead of using air conditions, now they started to make plant trees inside the factory, so that workers who are working, they will get fresh air, and the environment will be cool also. So one tree can replace so many AC, air conditions. So we now all of them are practicing these things. So these are the main thing that you have to study in from this chapter. So in coming weeks also you will get the question answers, important terms and terminologies, everything from this. Okay. 2-3 things I forgot to explain. That means if a species is found only, that means a particular group of animals that was found only in one particular area, they are known as endemic. And if any of the organism, plant or animal, that was seen more than a many areas, then we'll call it as pandemic. So these things you have to keep in mind. So they are asking some questions related to this. So if you are having any doubts, please feel free to ask. So please have a read from the textbook. Anything not done, please remind me, I will do it. And basically I am using the NCERT textbook, CBSE NCERT textbook, because I don't have the textbook which you are using. It is a private publication, I know that. So if anything I have missed from that, let me know. I will help you and solve it. Thank you.